Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Crow's Call Tarot. This is Melody, and I am being called to do this reading. This is what I call what they are not telling you, what's going on behind the scenes. We are going to use the Twin Flame message cards, the Twin Flame Oracle cards. Both of them decks are by Mystic Moon. The Hidden Wisdom of the Realms by Colette Baron Reed. The Butterfly Oracle cards for life changes. And we are going to use Trust Your Vibes by Sonia Choquette. Okay. So we're going to check in and see what they're not telling you, why they are not telling you, what they are being challenged by, and what they are changing. Those are the reasons for all of these decks today. So we're going to start off with what they are not telling you with the messages. Twin Flame messages. So Spirit, using these cards, can we find out what the other person is not telling the viewer? Whoever is viewing this video, the person that they are connected to, what they are not telling them. We'll clarify why. Using the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Oracle cards. Then we'll see what is challenging them. Using the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. The changes that they are making behind the scenes. And Trust Your Vibe Oracle cards. All right. So we're just gonna pick off the top of the deck. It'll just be, well, actually I'm just gonna go ahead and shuffle. They're saying shuffle. All right, so the first message out. What they are not telling the viewer. What they are not telling the person who is going to view this video. What they are not telling you. Seems like it wants to come out. All right. So they're not telling you that they're reminded of you constantly. Okay. So why are they not telling the viewer this? What's the reason for it? We have some clarifications. Why they are not speaking that they are reminded of them constantly. Because they are, I feel that they are going within and trying to figure out a compromise. And the reason why I say that is because of the summer card. So perhaps by summertime, which will be June, something will be illuminated for them to make them perhaps compromise something or come to a compromise with you, because I do feel that they are reminded of you all the time. Like this illumination of how to compromise in this relationship could very well be going on. Okay, so I do see that they are reminded of you because things are illuminated about how to compromise in this relationship is what I feel. Okay, so what is hidden? Like, what's their challenge? What is definitely challenging the person whom the viewer is watching this video for? So they are being challenged to balance out some scales, okay? The keeper of the scales, fairness and balance. So this is a challenge for them. This is a big challenge. It's number 38, which adds up to an 11. Okay. So I feel they're not only just being challenged to be fair and find balance, I feel that they're being challenged to being able to manifest this compromise is what I feel. Okay. So this is a challenge for the person you're watching this video for. And I understand why this compromise is being illuminated, because they are constantly, Spirit is constantly reminding them of you, for whomever is watching this video. Okay. So, what's the change that they are going to make? What's the changes that they are going to make? What's the changes that's going on behind the scene? What's the changes? Okay. So we have adult children. Okay. So perhaps the person that you're watching this video for could have adult children. And that's, maybe you guys have children together. I'm also feeling an energy of the fact that uh, the changes that they are making is perhaps they are growing up, because it does say adult and children on it. Perhaps they are finally releasing the childhood issues that has kept them stuck into finding balance. Another thing that I'm getting is, you know, maybe they have adult children, and you know um it's keeping them, maybe the adult children is reminding them of you, the fact that they're all grown up, and now it's time to compromise and make a choice to come into this relationship that find fairness and equality and balance out the masculine and feminine energies. To me, I'm getting the justice energy on this card, because she is the keeper of the scales. So I feel that perhaps somebody could be getting a divorce, and there is adult children that is keeping them stuck in a relationship with somebody else, because they're not sure how to compromise with the children and you as well. Perhaps, but I do feel that adult children do have something in this. There's a reason why that card come up. So um let's see. We're going to use our trust your vibes. So what are you feeling? So I feel that we got the be generous card. Okay. So I feel that to balance out the scales, you need to be a bit generous. Perhaps you need to make a compromise when it comes to your children. They are adults, they are big boys and girls now, being able to move on with their life, so that you can balance out the person who's watching this video, so that they can balance out these energies and be a bit more generous when it comes to their children. Um, Maybe they need to be a little bit more fair when it comes to their children, and learn how to compromise with you and their children as well, is what I'm feeling. Okay. So that is the first message. But I can tell you that there is some kind of illumination going on, because I feel that Spirit is illuminating something with you. And that's why they are constantly reminded of you. And perhaps, like I said, you guys have children together. And when they look at their children, it's constantly reminding them of how you look, and perhaps the things that they do, and the and they're saying to be generous with that balanced energy. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing. What are they not telling you? The person viewing this video, what are they not telling you? All right, so remember, the first message was, I'm reminded of you constantly. So they are saying, what they're not telling you is, we will be together again, and I've thought a lot about you lately. So they are definitely being reminded of you. Okay. And they're not telling you that they know that you guys will be together again someday. And they are also not telling you that they are still thinking about you. And I got that with this message, that they are constantly reminded of you. And and they want you to know that, hey, I understand, that we will be together again at some point in time. And they also are not telling you that they are still thinking about you a lot. I mean, it showed up in the first message that they are really thinking about you. All right, so that's what they're not telling you. So let's find out why. All right, so we got muse. So I feel that there's some kind of inspiration behind the scenes, and soulmate. So that's why they know that you guys will be together again. And that's another reason why they have thought about you lately, because they're being inspired. There's angels behind the scene that is inspiring the person that you're watching this video for. And they understand that you guys will be together again because you guys are soulmates. Okay. All right. So what's challenging this? What is the challenge? What is challenging them at this time? All right. So we got the Dream Walker, which is a number 8, and it's called Dreams, the Collective Good and Illusion. So I feel that perhaps they are actually dreaming about you. Okay, is what I'm getting from this. I feel that they are dreaming about you, and I feel that they are actually seeing the illusions that they've been walking in, and that's what's causing right? So we got an 8 and a 10, which is 18, which adds up to a 9. So we got the Ice Queen that come out with that. So a 9 is about going within and finding out what lights your soul. So that's why I feel that they're being challenged with their illusions. I feel that spirit is going. I feel that they are being inspired in their dreams, is what I feel. I feel that spirit is working on them in their dreams about things, and I feel that that's what is non-action is what's challenging them, because they know that you guys will be together again because perhaps they have been dreaming about you. That's what they have been thinking a lot about you lately, because they feel spirit is behind the scenes, inspiring them while there is non-action. So they are definitely being challenged to with non-action is what I feel. I feel that their ideas are preserved, and they have been within, because if you look, there is a feminine on here. It looks like she's sleeping. So I do feel that spirit is coming to them in their dreams and inspiring them, is what I feel, to help release illusions that is for the collective good. And they feel that this non-action, this dreamy, while they are dreaming energy, is helping them. I feel that it is helping them to realize that you guys are soulmates and that you guys will be together again. All right. So what's the changes? What changes is going on behind the scenes for the person, um, the viewer whom they are watching this video for? What changes is going on behind the scenes? Okay. Join in. So I feel that the change that's going on behind the scenes, I feel that there's some teamwork going on. I feel that spirit is saying, look, join us in this transformation. Join us in, you know, uh, this inspiration that we are feeling. Okay. I feel that spirit is definitely giving them some inspiration to join in, and perhaps knowing that you guys are going to be together in the future. But I do feel that spirit is saying, look, we are inspiring you to join in this, in perhaps releasing this illusion, and while you're sleeping, and they're saying, you you need to join in this inspiration, is what I feel. Okay. So what vibe are you getting that you need to trust when it comes to this person? A bunch of them wanted to come out. Yes, they're saying seek solitude. So that's why that number 9 come up. That's why they wanted me to add up them 2 cards. They're telling you to seek solitude, okay? Go within, I feel. While there is non-action, there's a reason for the non-action because somebody, I feel, is they're going through they understand. They're not telling you that they know that you guys will be together again and that you guys are soulmates. You guys are actually meant to be. But you guys are in separation because I feel that you guys are communicating through your higher selves. That's why Spirit is telling you to seek solitude and join in with them in helping to inspire this relationship while things. I feel that there's a lot of energy going on behind the scenes, is what I feel. There's a lot of inspiration for the person that you're watching this video for. I feel that the angels are surrounding them while there isn't no action being taken. I feel that they are being that they are joining in this inspiration on how to bring about this relationship is what I feel. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next message. So what's the next message for the person who's watching this video? What the person that they are viewing the video for, what they are not telling them? They are saying, I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. All right. So I feel that that has something to do with the inspiration that come through this last message. I feel that Spirit is, you know, I feel that Spirit is really pushing them to go within. And I feel that that's why they've been thinking about a lot about you lately. I feel that they really do understand that you guys are soulmates and they're ready to be authentic and they're no longer afraid. But I feel that there is still a little bit of that challenged energy because they are not voicing this to you. They are not telling you this. All right. So what's going on with I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. Why are they not telling you that? All right. So why they are not telling you that is I feel that some kind of distraction happened. And I feel what was distracting is this numbing energy because now we got the healing card. Okay. So I do feel they want to be authentic because something has distracted in their life, something that was keeping them numb. Okay. And I feel that they are healing this, and that's why they are no longer afraid. I do feel that Spirit is very much inspiring them, and I feel that Spirit is very much showing them the way is what I feel. So what's the challenge to this? Okay, so what are they being challenged by? And it did come up in a challenge position is I feel some consideration. They are being challenged to consider your feelings, okay, is what I feel. This is the High Lady of Love and Compassion, reverence, kindness, and consideration. It's a number 1. So I do feel their challenged energy with this being reversed is they're being challenged to step into their authenticity, is what I feel. Okay, because if you remember, they did have some numbing energy that needed to struck so that they can heal from it. So I feel what they're being challenged with is self-love, is what I feel they are being challenged. They're being challenged to be considerate of you as well as their self. And I feel that they are also being challenged with self-love, is what I feel. So what changes are going on behind the scenes, Spirit, with the person changing your mind? So what's being changed is they are changing their mind about a situation. All right. And the reason why is because they're no longer afraid, is what I feel. Okay. But they're not telling you this. So this is the changes that's going on behind the scene, changing their mind. So I feel that they are changing their mind when it comes to you, okay? They're changing their mind. They're learning how to be authentic. They are stepping into self-love. They're learning how to love their self, okay? And they're learning how to no longer be afraid by healing that numbing energy, by changing their mind, seeing things from a different perspective is what I feel. All right. So what's the vibe? What vibe are you getting that you need to trust? Meditate. So they're telling you to meditate. I feel that they're also having them meditate. Okay. I feel that that's also what's going on behind the scenes, because if they meditate, it will help change their mind. They will learn self-love and more compassion, and it'll also bring about some healing in the situation. All right, so we're going to do one more message and then we'll finish it off. This will be the last message. All right, so what, I want one card, please. What are they not telling you? What are they not telling you? I want to tell everybody happy hump day. This is Wednesday. And if you'd like something more personal to yourself, you can contact me at crowscall@gmail.com or hit one of the links in the right hand corner of my channel. One will take you to my Facebook page and the other one will take you to my Patreon. So it's whatever you are being guided to do. My Patreon has monthly subscriptions where you can get your own personal monthly reading, or you can just book a reading. It doesn't matter, but either one, whatever you feel guided to do. All right, so let's pull the last message. What is the last message? What they are not telling the viewer. What are they not telling the viewer? What are they not telling the viewer? All right. Okay, so they're saying, first of all, they're saying the grass wasn't greener on the other side. All right, so we're going to work on that message too. Two cards come out. And they're also saying, I feel damaged, like I just can't do this. And that's because they had to learn a lesson. They had to go over and gnaw on that grass and see if it was a little bit greener on the other side. And now they feel damaged because they did that. All right. So give me a why using these oracle cards. We got surrender. All right. So perhaps they were bound to something. Maybe they had to make the choice to, you know, to go over on that grass and see if it was greener on the other side. But I do feel that they could have been bound in another relationship. Okay. So they are doing some shadow work. I do know that with the surrender card. So I feel that, they're saying the grass wasn't greener on the other side. They went over and they tasted it and now they feel damaged, like they just can't do this. And Spirit is telling them, surrender this stuck and bound energy, do the shadow work, and what's going on with this abandoned energy that's keeping them stuck and bound. I feel that this is the shadow that they need to work on. So I feel what they're saying is, what they're not telling you is the reason why they abandoned you was to go taste that grass. Okay, they wanted to know what it was like to be, you know if they was with a karmic partner, perhaps. Okay, and what they're doing is, I feel that they are surrendering this stuck energy by facing some shadows that, for abandoning you, is what I feel. Okay. And they do feel damaged, like they just can't do this, but I do feel that they're surrendering this. And that's what they're not telling you. They're surrendering this abandonment. They're facing the shadows and they're surrendering the stuck and bound energy from perhaps a karmic relationship, is what I feel. All right. So, what are they being challenged by? What's the challenge in this? What are they being challenged by? What are they being challenged by? What is their challenge? What are they being challenged by? Okay. So we got the chess queen, trust and strategizing. So I feel that their plans are being challenged. Spirit is challenging the plans that they are trying to get off the ground. And I feel that they're being challenged to trust again because they did abandon you and they are stuck and bound to somebody, perhaps the person that they abandoned you for had cheated on them, and now they have to learn how to trust and plan again. Okay. And I feel that they need to surrender this energy. I really feel a strong surrender that they need to do. And they need to trust in the universe, is what I feel. And they need to, you know, put a plan together, plan to surrender this negative energy and learn how to trust in the universe, is what I feel. All right. So, what's the change going on behind the scenes? What is the change? What is changing behind the scenes that they are not telling you about? So they are, I feel that they're growing up because we got gracefully aging. So I do feel that they are growing up a little bit. Okay. They have learned their lesson. They learned that, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. And perhaps, they just, they feel damaged. So I feel that they are growing up a little bit. All right. And I feel that they are getting the signs to do so with the heavenly signs. I feel that I feel that spirit is showing them what they need to surrender, is what I feel. Okay. And they are forcing them to face that shadow work. Okay. So then the last card is new exercise program. So that doesn't, I mean, yeah, you should go out and exercise and stay healthy. But I feel that they're exercising a new way of thinking, is what I feel from this, because they are growing up, because spirit is showing them the signs on how to do this and what needs to be surrendered. And they feel that they're being challenged to trust what they're seeing and to make the plan to exercise a new way of thinking, is what I feel. A new way of doing things, they're exercising a new way of how to surrender this negative energy, is what I feel. All right. So let's move on. Yeah, vibe check. I 100% believe that spirit is coming in and they are definitely checking out things. They are, making sure that whomever you're watching this video for is getting the signs that they are trying to show them on how to grow up and move forward from this damaged energy and trust in the universe, because I feel that the universe has a divine plan for them, and that's why they need to surrender this stuck and bound energy. They need to face their shadows, their abandonment issues, and surrender these issues to move forward. And I feel 100% that spirit is definitely, I feel that they are actually seeing the signs. They are recognizing what they need to heal and release. So I hope that helps somebody out there, because spirit was really guiding me to do this. Now, for you that's viewing this, this is what they're not telling you. This can be for you, but I feel more it's for them, so that you can um so that you can understand a little bit better. Perhaps you need to clear something yourself, and knowing this message will help you to clear and balance your own issues, okay, with what's going on behind the scenes. All right, so thank you, and blessed be from the Crow's Priestess.